graph that uses pictures, which are more like pictures, which are more like symbols. And you have to be very careful with this because the most important thing when you look at a graph to do is what? Don't just look at the pretty pictures, children. When you look at a graph, like when you look at the top of page 322, don't just look at the pictures because the pictures won't tell you anything unless, Maggie, you
look at the rule.
Yeah, look at the information they give you. Look at the title of the graph. Look at the title and look at, well, Maggie said the rule, but that's not the word I'm looking for, but I can't think of the word there. What's that called? I guess it's the rule, but I think it's also the key. Okay? Look at the titles of the lines there. For example, the one on page 322, okay, you're given a graph that has a whole bunch of plates. Well, that doesn't tell you anything unless you know what does the picture of a plate stand for there. And they will tell you on the graph, if you look there, what does, it says at the bottom of that graph that that little circular looking plate sort of thing equals what? What's it say down there, Madison? 10 dinners.
10.
Okay. So each plate, if you didn't look at that, you might think, because the graph shows the number of dinners served, if you didn't look at that key, you might think on Tuesday they only served 4 dinners. Well, it wasn't 4 dinners, it was 40 dinners. It wasn't on Wednesday. On Wednesday they didn't serve 4, it was 40. And Friday, okay, so you need to know, you need to look at that, and that's the same with any graph you look at. Always look at the title of the graph and look and see what each line means on the graph and what the graph is standing for, because otherwise you're going to get all mixed up and probably not answer the question the correct way there. So answering the question they have there for letter A, it says, we see that most dinners were served on Friday. 9 plates are shown on the pictograph. Each plate represents 10 dinners. So, how many dinners were served? They give you the answer there. We have a question here. Let's problem 16. What is the range of the numbers of dinners served? And again, remember we talked about range yesterday. What is range? Range is the difference between the smallest and the largest. Okay, so what's the smallest number of dinners that were served? Lynn? 40. And the most dinners that were served? Mia? 90. So the difference, the range, is what's between those two, which is 50 dinners served. Okay, that is the range. And then question 17, what is the median? What is the median of the number of dinners served? Interestingly enough, okay. And again, that you might have to sit down and think about it a little bit here. If you look at the number of dinners served, what do we have there? Let's look at Tuesday was how many? When did it start with Tuesday or start with Monday? Wednesday was. Thursday was. Friday.
90.
Saturday.
70.
Sunday.
40.
We don't have a Monday, right? Must be closed on Monday. Is that the deal?
Yeah.
Now, here's where I'm going to test you and see how much you were paying attention to me the last time we talked about this. Yeah, unless you're in band, you got to get out of jail free card on this one. Median, if you look at your notes, median was what? The middle number. Now, if you look at that and you give me the middle number, you're going to be wrong. Does anybody know why? Why would you be wrong if you told me the middle number? Maggie? Well, when there wasn't a middle number, you were supposed to find the average of the 2 middle numbers, but you'd still be wrong. Anybody know why? Brooke?
Because their other middle numbers aren't the same.
Negatory. Who's got their notes there? I want to see if we actually jotted this down. We got it. Where's it? Where we talk about middle. Ah, I do see it. It says in your notes why I was looking, making sure I didn't forget something. On your notes, Sammy Ballinger, I saw it there. Before all that stuff there, it says something. There's a sentence there that starts with the letter A. Sammy?
You have to arrange it from least to greatest.
Right, in order to find the median, they have to be numbered from the smallest to the biggest. So we should have turned these around and made it like this. There were 3 40s,
Oh, yeah.
okay? There was 150, 170, and 190. Now, finding the middle, and Maggie was correct, because it's an even number, the middle falls right here. Because there's 3 on this side and 3 on that side. And when that happens, you are supposed to take the 2 numbers that are in the middle and find their average. And hopefully you can find it really easy with that. What is, if you have 40 and 50, what's the average of 40 and 50? Ava? No, that's the range. What's the average of 40 and 50? And again, we went back and I said that average is also the same thing as what's halfway between those 2 numbers. Alex?
45.
Exactly. So 45 is actually the median there. That is the middle. And again, the range was the difference between here. And I'll throw another one at you. What is the mode? We talked about that yesterday. What is the mode of those numbers, Caleb? Mode is not 90. Mode, M-O-M-O-S-T, mode is the most. What number appears the most? What number do you see the most in my lines of numbers here?
90.
You only have 190, 170, 150, and 3 40s. What number shows up the most? Yeah, 40 is the mode. Yeah, learning something new from yesterday. And those are the good things there. And then let's finish up by looking at that bar graph on the bottom. Don't just look at the bar graph. First thing you do, look at the titles. What are we talking about, Ryan, in that bar graph? We are talking about, what's the title? Favorite school lunches. And what are we talking about? What are our lunches that are the favorite, Kayleens? We have
Pizza, hamburger, spaghetti, and salad.
I cannot believe salad is even on the school
I
favorite
know.
lunch thing, but apparently it's a popular item. And then make sure, if you look at the lines going up, what does each line stand for? Not just one thing, Grace, it's, each one is 2. So if you're looking for how many people like pizza, Cabran? 9, because it's halfway between 8 and 10. How many people like hamburger? Sammy? 6. How many people like spaghetti? Mia? 5. And how many people, unbelievably or not, Noah, like salad?
8.
Yeah, how many people are going to pick salad?
I would.
It's like going to McDonald's and ordering a salad.
I would pizza.
Well, some of you help.
I would pick hamburger and pizza. I'm not a healthy. I would pick hamburger.
And then look at the other page there. It says in the line graph at the right. Before we answer the question, let's see if we can figure out what is that graph all about. Well, you need to read it. It says Sharon plotted the altitude of a model airplane during a 70-second flight. So what's the graph about? It's about how high a model airplane went in how many seconds it went. So the lines going up stand for feet, and each line is how many feet over there. Not 1, not 2, but Sammy, 10 feet. And each line going up and down is not 1 second, but 10 seconds, right? It goes 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 seconds, and up it goes 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Question 20 says, what was the maximum altitude reached by the model plane? How high was the highest it went? The highest it went there, Logan? What's that? 80 feet. And then the question 21 is, how many seconds did for how many seconds did the flight stay at a constant, which means the same altitude? Is there a place there where the plane did not go up or down? And if it didn't, how long did it stay at a flat rate there? Landon, Purdue says. Right, so how many seconds was that? 10 seconds. And why do you suppose they didn't use a bar graph for this, but they used a line graph? When do you use line graphs as opposed to bar graphs more so? There's really no right or wrong answer to this. It's just a guess. Why would this line be better than using a bar? Because you use line graphs when you want to see, Caleb.
You want us to do like time and do something else.
Kind of. You're getting there. Landon?
When there's multiple choice, you use a bar graph.
Kind of, yes, because yeah, you're right, because pizza, hamburger, spaghetti. But line graphs are also very good at showing what, Sammy?
Comparison.
Yes, maybe. Kayleen?
Height.
Yes, maybe. Brian?
Difference.
I think you're all kind of getting there. Line graphs are used when you want to show change in things. You notice, you can see with that line graph, you can see that the plane went really fast, really quickly when the line got really steep. Like between 30 and 40 seconds, it went up really fast. You see that a lot more with a line than you do with a bar, because the bar has a start kind of big interval there. Enough of that. So much of that. Now we get to move on to something certainly more. Oh, this one will be good.
Oh.
Take out another blank piece of paper. Under multiplying,